Hi, this is Aaron Short Music at NAMM 2024. I'm at the Seymour Duncan booth with Zach. And we're not looking at pickups, we're looking at these. This is the PowerStage. And there's several units, and people keep asking me, what's the best power amp to use with my modeler? And then within this lineup alone, we have 4 units. So I'm gonna ask Zach to take us through the 4 units and kind of recommend who each one may be for.
Absolutely. We've introduced the PowerStage line of compact Class D power amps a few years ago, and like you mentioned, we have 4 in the line right now. Right now we're hooked up with the newest one, which is the PowerStage 100 stereo, which, as you can see, very similar form factor as some of our earlier units, the PowerStage 200 and the PowerStage 170. But the unique thing about the PowerStage 100 stereo, of course, is that it's a stereo unit. We've got 100 watts per channel, left and right, stereo inputs that are coming out of the quad cortex right now and giving me that ping pong delay out of each cabinet, plus the modulation from the chorus. So if you're someone who likes to play with a good amount of modulation, you want the stereo spread on stage behind you, can't recommend the PowerStage 100 enough. It's a great option for those who are playing out of smaller cabinets on stage and just want to have a little bit of that lift behind them. And then, of course, you move down the line. For my mono players, we've got PowerStage 200 and PowerStage 170. Again, small form factor, great for someone who is using a modeler and doesn't want to go direct through the PA system and use the venue's monitors. You can bring your cabinet, you can have a cabinet rented, whatever the venue has on hand, and your whole rig can be your modeler and a PowerStage. The 170 as well, small form factor, it's actually the smallest in the line. Yeah, you have a bit less wattage than the 200, and you also have a little bit less EQ flexibility on that, but it's also the most affordable in the line. So if you're looking for something at a great price to power your cabinet on stage, that's a great option. And then, of course, I couldn't forget the big boy. This is the PowerStage 700. That's 700 watts per channel. This is another stereo unit. Very popular with some of the heavier bands that we work with, but also those that are just looking for a good amount of stage volume. Obviously 700 watts per side. Great for powering a 4x12 cabinet or multiple 4x12 cabinets for that matter. That's why players like Dave Mustaine from Megadeth rely on these for their stage show and just deliver a ton of sound to the masses. So yeah, if you're looking for really power for any size stage or any size cabinet, we've got a PowerStage in the line for you. And can't recommend them enough for anyone who's using a modeler or different analog preamps that have become very popular. For players that are just tired of fussing with amps and how unpredictable they can be.
Right, that really helps because I've often wondered about which one I would choose. And I guess for someone like myself that doesn't use 412 cabs and doesn't need that kind of power, but has 2 112 cabs and wants to go in stereo, that for me, that would narrow it down to this one you're playing through, right?
Right. And of course, we have analog cab sim on board as well. And then the EQ, you can actually toggle whether or not you want to have the EQ in the circuit. Some people dial in the exact sound they want on the modelers and they don't really want to have to worry about the EQ being in the circuit. But as you go venue to venue, it can be really helpful to have the 5-band EQ to dial in your sound for the room.
Awesome. I gotta say, you can't tell at home, but when you stand in here and play through the real cabs, it really does, it's a lot of fun, I'll just say that. So where can people go to find out more information on these?
You can read all about them, watch videos, check out all the features on SeymourDuncan.com, and they're all available right now. You can get them from any Seymour Duncan dealer or from SeymourDuncan.com.
And just tell us what this guitar is, because it's beautiful.
Oh, this is the beautiful Ibanez LB1. It's the signature model for our artist Laurie Basilio, and we make a signature pickup set for her as well. Very unique combination of telly size footprint pickups, but this middle one is actually Strat voiced for a really unique sound, and then this bridge humbucker is just a really mean but very versatile humbucker in the bridge. So
Looks great. All right, Zach, great to meet you. Thanks for your time, and I look forward to seeing you again. Have a good day.
thank you. Happy NAMM.